Hello, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a review of something that I think is a great piece of kit, and it's this, the Bushcraft Store's stainless steel bottle and Billycan cup. Now I know a lot of my viewers are very eagle-eyed, and you've probably spotted that I've been using this for quite some time. I didn't want to review it until I had given it a really good run through. So I've had this quite a few months and I think it's a very good piece of kit. Now obviously last year, maybe the year before, I did a review of this, and this is the Pathfinder canteen. Good item. At the time I thought it was probably the best water bottle I've ever had. A lot of things I really liked about it. The very wide mouth, the good all stainless steel construction of the bottle and the cup, the well thought out handle, and it had a straining lid as well. All in all, good bit of kit. But then I noticed that most people didn't seem to go for these. A lot of people seem to go for the rounded one. And I had a look over on Self-Reliance Outfitters website and also on the Henny Haynes website, and they do that same rounded bottle with the rounded cup, the non-military style one, and it was $48.95. Quite a bit of money, I thought to myself. As luck would have it, a couple of days later on my feed came up an advert for the Bushcraft Store and this. And this one was only $32.95. It looked pretty much the same. Single wall bottle, wide mouth, metal cup, butterfly handles. Came with a lid as well. What's not to like? So I bought it. So we'll start off with the bottle itself. It's a 1 litre stainless steel single walled water bottle with an attached lid which is held on by a little securing strap. This, slightly rubberized, it's got a little rubber seal inside as well. It's leak proof. I haven't had any problems with it leaking, and I like the fact that it is retained. It's also fairly easy to remove it. So if I am heating water up in this bottle in the fire, I'm not going to melt the lid. At the same time, it's on a retaining strap, so I'm less likely to use it. The actual construction, as I said, single wall. It's got a nice wide mouth in there, and you'll see that it's seamless. It's also got nice smooth edges, so it's very easy to keep clean. There's no little corners where you're going to get bacteria, etc. inside. You can use it with one of these. This is one of those fish mouth spreaders which allows you to suspend your bottle over the fire if you want to. Personally, I think it's a little bit unnecessary. I tend to just push the bottle into the side of the fire and it will gradually bring the water up to boiling point. It saves me the faff of having to build some sort of cooking jig to suspend this over the fire. But hey, whatever floats your boat. Next up is the Billycan cup and lid. It has got, I think it's a 750 milliliter capacity, which is 24 ounce. I think the Pathfinder one is a 25 ounce, so it's a little bit smaller. It's got the straining lid with the little holes in it there, you can just about make out. It's also got butterfly handles, and it's also got a pre-attached bail. Now with the Pathfinder one, it's got slots cut in for one of these. Some people like it. I think it's just another bit of gear that you're going to lose along the way. This is already retained. So that bit I really, really liked. Construction, it's good quality stainless steel. It's nice and solid. And I've used this to cook an awful lot of different meals in the last few months. And I really like it. Now, quite often when I'm out, I have a fire, but there are times when I can't have a fire, and so I tend to use this, my little homemade stove. And what I found is this and this make an excellent combination, not just for getting a brew on, but for cooking on as well. It sits really well on the top. It's nice and stable, it's not too tall, which will again add to the stability. And with my little mess stove and a windshield around the outside, this is my favourite little option for cooking up on. Now, comparing this to the Pathfinder one, this is their canteen shaped one, but I've also seen and used their round one as well. And one of the things I found is with this one and the round one, inside it has marked graduations which are etched, so you can measure out the amounts of water. Now, what I found using this over quite a few months now is that that's okay if you're just boiling water. If you're cooking in this, which I tend to cook most of my meals in whatever mug I've got along, the inside discolours, and you don't stand a hope in hell of reading those etched letters once you've used this for a good bit of cooking. So pretty much that's useless. Because it's etched, they don't show on the outside either, so I can't even estimate by looking at the outside and topping up where it is. So effectively the measuring marks on this are pretty much useless once you've used it. On this one, however, they are actually pressed into the steel. So you've got the marks inside, even when that gets tarnished inside, which this one started to get a little bit tarnished, but as I say, it does clean up incredibly well. You've still got the marks and graduations on the outside as well. As my brother pointed out, it allows you even to measure out in the dark. Quite why you'd have to, I'm not entirely sure, but you can. So this and this, I think, are excellent bits of kit. The Self-Reliance Outfitters Pathfinder version is 16 quid more expensive than this. And I think this is actually, in the long term, a much better piece of kit. As I said, I've used it, I've abused it, I've boiled the hell out of all sorts of liquids inside this, but the inside has cleaned up well. I've heated water in this, and it's all round a great bit of kit. If I'm reaching for a water bottle, then this tends to be the little system that I go for. So there you go. That's my review of the Bushcraft Store's stainless steel 1 litre water bottle and their Billycan cup. I paid for this. It's not one that's been sent to me, so I didn't have to say nice things about it. I just think actually this is a good bit of kit and it's well worth shouting about. And let's face it, everyone's shouting about the Self-Reliance Outfitters Pathfinder ones and how good they are. Actually, are they as good as these? No, I don't think they are. I think these are much better and they're a lot cheaper. So if you're in the market for one of these type of water bottles and cooking cup, nip out and get yourself one. It's money well spent. Now, if you enjoyed this video, remember, hit that thumbs up button to say you liked it. share it out to your friends, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. If you're already a subscriber, you should have hit that notifications bell down there. If you go in the description box underneath, you'll see my links to Instagram and Facebook, and there is also a link to the Etsy shop, and over there you'll find a few bits and pieces that I make and sell, including my little patches, my Greencraft mugs, and over there at the moment there are also my Fubar headbands. There is another product in the pipeline which is kind of linked to the Fubar headband and a few of the other bits and pieces you guys like, so keep your eye on the shop. If you're a Patreon subscriber to the channel, you'll be getting a heads up on what that is in the next few days, so keep looking out. I think that's everything. I've been Neil, and until next time, stay safe.